Good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Nadun Sirivardhana. Let's have a look at the headlines. Trump poses reciprocal tariffs on Sri Lanka amid global negotiations. Sri Lanka launches 2025 to 2029 National Anti-Corruption Action Plan. News in detail. US President Donald Trump on Thursday announced he is ordering a pause on reciprocal tariffs slammed on Sri Lanka and other countries. He mentioned that such a decision was taken after 75 countries offered to negotiate amid a collapse of stock markets, but a 10% tax would remain. US President Donald Trump has said he would pause high reciprocal tariffs for 90 days on dozens of trade partners while raising duties on China to 125%. The President's about face comes roughly 13 hours after high reciprocal duties on 56 nations and European Union went into effect, a move that fueled market turmoil and stoked recession fears. The US President came under massive pressure from business leaders and investors to reverse course. Trump also said he was raising rates on China over its refusal to negotiate. The President had previously imposed a 104% charge on Chinese imports, which Beijing responded to with 84% charge on American goods. Sri Lanka's budgets were shot in the early 1980s as the rupees were depreciated following the IMF's second amendment, which ended credible external anchoring of the rupee. Since September 2022, however, Sri Lanka's central bank has maintained currency stability, undershot its excessive 5 to 7% inflation target, which critics say can create social unrest like it did from 2016 and provide East Asia-style deflationary policy for growth to resume. Sri Lanka today unveiled its National Anti-Corruption Action Plan for 2025 to 2029, marking a pivotal step in the nation's fight against corruption and commitment to governance reforms. Spearheaded by the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery and corruption, the plan was developed with support from the United Nations Development Programme and funding from the Government of Japan. The launch event, graced by President Anrukumara Dissanayake, Chief Justice Murudhu Fernando, and international dignitaries, emphasized Sri Lanka's dedication to combating corruption at all levels of government. Key focus areas include strengthening legal frameworks, improving coordination among institutions, enhancing investigations, and fostering public engagement to promote integrity and accountability. Speaking at the event, SIABOC Director General R.S.A. Dissanayake highlighted that combating corruption requires a cultural shift alongside robust prevention measures and systematic reforms. He announced plans to establish an internal affairs unit within government institutions to ensure transparency and oversight. Japan's ambassador to Sri Lanka, Akio Isomata, stressed the importance of transparency and governance for attracting foreign investment and achieving sustainable growth. The action plan is built around 4 strategic pillars: preventive measures, institutional strengthening, education, and law and policy reform, with a comprehensive timeline for achieving short-term and long-term objectives. UNDP Resident Representative Asusa Kubota called the plan a roadmap for transformation, underlining its potential to strengthen Sri Lanka's economic governance and restore public trust. Sri Lanka took center stage at the 6th BIMSTEC summit held in Bangkok, Thailand recently. Led by Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya, the Sri Lankan delegation participated in discussions under the theme Prosperous, Resilient and Open BIMSTEC. The summit also marked the finalization of the plan of action on human resource development, with Sri Lanka calling for its swift implementation. In a significant milestone, Deputy Minister Arun Hemachandra signed the BIMSTEC Agreement on Maritime Cooperation on behalf of Sri Lanka. The summit concluded with key documents, including the BIMSTEC Bangkok Vision 2030, a framework for the organization's future direction, and leaders' joint statement extending solidarity to Myanmar and Thailand following the recent earthquake. Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. Sri Lanka is gearing up to launch a unified national tourism brand in a bold move to redefine its global image and attract a wider array of visitors. Scheduled for unveiling right after the Sinhala and Tamil New Year, this ambitious campaign will focus on showcasing the country's diversity and positioning Sri Lanka as a year-round destination. Announcing the initiative, SLTDA and SLTPB highlighted a two-pronged strategy combining digital marketing with global public relations. Campaign will initially target 14 high-potential markets with plans to expand to a total of 20 countries, including traditional markets. With a target of surpassing 3 million tourist arrivals by 2025, efforts are already underway in regions like Saudi Arabia, the Asia Pacific, and non-traditional European markets such as Poland and the Czech Republic. The strategy includes consistent monthly arrivals of over 250,000 visitors, addressing long-standing seasonality issues in the tourism industry. To enhance the tourist experience and boost revenue, the SLTPB is increasing daily spending targets. To enhance the tourist experience and boost revenue, the SLTPB is increasing daily spending targets from $171 to $200 through improved services and infrastructure. A formalization drive is also being implemented for the vast informal tourism sector, aiming to raise safety and service standards across over 40,000 establishments. In a landmark opportunity for Sri Lanka's ICT sector, 10 leading companies are set to showcase their cutting-edge products and solutions at Japan IT Week Spring 2025. The prestigious technology exhibition will be held from April 23rd to 25th at Tokyo Big Sight, Japan. The Sri Lankan Pavilion, facilitated by the Japan International Cooperation Agency, highlights the ongoing collaboration between Export Development Board and JICA to enhance Sri Lanka's ICT presence in the Japanese market. As part of the program, the participating companies will engage in strategic B2B meetings and networking sessions on April 21st and 22nd, hosted by the Embassy of Lanka in Japan. These pre-event interactions aim to establish meaningful connections with Japanese partners and clients, supported by JICA consultants, offering tailored market insights and technical guidance. Japan IT Week serves as a global platform attracting industry leaders, corporate buyers and venture capitalists. Sri Lankan companies, this event represents a chance to showcase quality, scalability and reliability to a global audience. The 150th Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, held in Uzbekistan, brought together parliamentarians from around the globe to discuss critical issues impacting international relations, governance and social development. Sri Lanka's delegation, led by Speaker of Parliament Dr. Jagat Wickramaratne, actively contributed to the Assembly's sessions. Addressing the general debate, Dr. Wickramaratne highlighted Sri Lanka's progressive reforms, emphasizing social protection, healthcare, free education, gender inclusivity, and anti-corruption policies outlined in the 2025 budget. J.C. Alawatuwala represented Sri Lanka in the Standing Committee on Democracy and Human Rights, focusing on ethical international adoption practices. Kushani Rohanadira, Secretary General of Parliament, delivered a presentation at the Association of Secretaries General of Parliament, highlighting Sri Lanka's efforts to make parliamentary proceedings accessible for disabled individuals. The event, convened under the theme Parliamentary Action for Social Development and Justice, concluded on April 9th, providing a robust platform for dialogue and collaboration on peace, security and sustainable development. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.